Hello, hello, hello. Testing one, two, three. I had a little issue the other night on the broadcast. Can you guys hear me and see me okay? All right. Just going to take a couple seconds here and make sure the girls can hear me. I only have a few on tonight, but I am ready for bear. Glad the holiday's over. Um, Usually slows things down. I kept marketing through it, but all right, Stacy can hear me. Cool. All right. What I am going to do tonight is going to be a little different. There's only a few of us here. We're all on the team. You guys have been in for a little while. So rather than take questions, I am going to share my screen and I'm going to jump into just some flat out raw training that's going to make you some money. Lindsay did respond. She's on the road going to Texas for the Arkansas-Texas bowl game and said that she was going to grab a quick bite and try and jump on. But I'm going to be slap in the middle of what we're doing and where we're at. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm back on the chat with you. Hey, who's that handsome guy there? What I want to do is go through and I want to cover I'm going to go through the basics and I'm going to run through my fast track to cash training that I created. I hosted some of the videos with Dave Svensson. He's a friend of mine up in New York on his website, and he's changed some things around. They're not accessible. I'm going to work on getting that back together, and you'll have a little bit of access to that as well. Normally, it's for people that are on my team, something I created because when I started bringing in a lot of people, I had a lot of challenges trying to keep up with everybody in text chat training, as I call it. Everybody's texting me or in the chat messaging me saying, hey, what do I do next? What do I do next? What do I do next? I spend more of my time typing and training than I did making money. So that's one of the things that this is the team training in the back office here for ZNZ Solutions. I wanted to go here real quick. I know you have the 5 steps to get started. This right here is the training, leads you into the training site, which I already have open right here, ZNZ Solutions Training. If you're having challenges and you're having any kind of difficulties, there's 2 spots you need to go. Number 1, you go here to the ZNZ Solutions group, and I'm going to run down through here because I've done a lot of posting here recently in the last couple of days that I want to go over. This is an invaluable tool for you, you guys and gals, because there's a ton of stuff. There's a ton of support here. 626 members. We don't have the people active, you know what I'm saying? Because what we need to do is we need to be putting our questions in here. If you have a challenge or a question, you put something in here and then tag a couple of the admins. You don't necessarily just have to tag me, tag Lindsay, tag, Lisa, a couple of the other people, and that way somebody knows that you need help or you have a question, we can pop in and help out. Plus some of the other members, Amy, Corey, they've been around for a long time, and they have some pretty good answers for what's going on. The file section here has some good stuff. There are some outdated stuff in there. There's some links that don't work, especially when I was going back through my fast track with the different videos, and I had all kinds of motivational things up there as well. But this is going to be one of your biggest assets here. You really need to take some time, set 20, 30 minutes of your day aside and go through some of this stuff, just for, helpful tips, common mistakes that you can avoid. The marketing thing is going to be invaluable for you. What I have open here is the Facebook marketing. This is probably where you should start. There's a guide here on how to get started, some different tips and everything you should know. There's sample ads here. I'm going to go over the sample ads that I put together because there's some things that I see that aren't, there is some money in here, the commissions. There's some good stuff. There's 5 different points. Let's go ahead and just jump into that real quick here. We're going to go into the ZNZ Solutions group, and I already have it open because I tagged somebody a little bit earlier. And I'm going to train right out of here, which you guys already have access to. This is what a document that I created back in September of 2013 about creating ads and adding groups. And, there's 5 things that you want to make sure that you include in your ads. You want to touch their emotions. You're tired of being broke. You need extra money. You want to fire your boss. These are attention getters, and these are things that people can relate to. Would you like to work from home, spend more time with your family? Different things of that nature that you can think of. There's all kinds of sample stuff below that you can pick and choose and put these together. We're going to give you ideas. We're going to give you samples. We're going to lead you to the water, and we're going to stick your face right and your lips right up to the water, but you got to take the drink. You're going to have to put a little bit of effort in here, and you're going to have to make some of these ads up and just kind of think outside the box. Grab things that are that you're comfortable with, that you like, that are funny. Play off of all different types of things. I'm going to go into my last ad that I put out right the day after Christmas yesterday, and I brought in about 25 to 30 leads that came and talked to me. So you want to touch their emotions. You want to tell them what we do. What do we do? We copy and paste online to help large companies gain new customers. All right. In my ad here, my response, when somebody responds to an ad, they want info, please. You do not message them first. If you get 30 people a day that are saying, hey, send me information, and you're just going and sending messages out to these people that are not on your friends list, Facebook is going to say, hey, this person is spamming. This is kind of like bot activity, and it's going to restrict you. It's going to block you from sending messages. You don't want that. I came in, I said, and this is something I just copied and pasted this thing right here. I have it on a Word document. I showed you guys and gals. That was weird. Why did I do that? My pitch sheet, okay? Right over here, I have a pitch. When somebody says, hey, I'm interested in a group, I come over here, I grab it, I copy it, I pop back into the group here. I'm going to paste it in there. Then I'm going to come back up here, and her name was Roberta. I'm going to type in Roberta. And it's going to give me her name because she commented on my thing, and I'm just going to put her name there, and I'm going to tag her. It took me a split second to type her name in. And this is copy and paste. We're serious when the majority of the stuff that we're doing is copy and paste. You still have to put some work and thought into it, but I just copied and pasted that thing. I had already responded to this lady. Now, I'm going to make her, please message me direct for details and consideration. Thanks. We provide an advertising service for large companies and get paid when we bring them business. Plain and simple. Nothing difficult about it, okay? Make them come to you so that you don't get in trouble and you don't get blocked. If they're messaging you, it's Facebook sees one person messaging another person. If you message 30 people a day, it sees, one person spamming out, information, or it's like bot activity and so on and so forth. So make sure that you're having them message you. You want to tell them what we do? I just explained that to you. I showed you. We provide an advertising service. For large companies, we get paid when we bring them business of people that are willing to check out their products and services. You want to always include money in there. This is not, the trials are how we make money, but don't make it about the trials. This is about making money. When you saw an ad and you responded to it, did you respond to it by somebody saying, hey, you can do, hey, these trials are great. Come do a bunch of trials for us so we can get paid. Did that attract you to it? Or did you see something that said, hey, make 50, 80, 50, 100, $200 a day, would that help your family? Damn right it would help my family. Now you got my attention. Now you're talking my language. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm interested in. People will do extraordinary things for money. And what you're going to have to do is engage them in conversation. You're going to put out a little bit of a script when they first get in touch with you. It's a filtering process. You're going to find out what people want, what people are thinking. You're going to tell them a little bit about what we do. And then you need to find out what they're looking for and say, look, if you can spend a couple hours a day doing this, copying and pasting these ads, getting people to respond and check out the website, a percentage of them are going to do it. You want to let them know that they're joining a team, okay? They're not in this alone. People are scared. If they've never done anything like this, they're confused, they're lost, they don't have any idea. They're thinking they got to come up with all these advertisements and this different stuff. We give them sample ads to start with. We also have picture ads. I didn't pull any prior to this. It's just been a little bit of a hectic afternoon for me. and, getting this all together, and I'm kind of doing it on my own. So I'm not going to have picture ads this evening. However, there are so many generic ads out there. You can go right to Google. Let's try that. Let's go to Google. And let's type in work from, and then we're going to go to images. And when we click on images, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of things that you can work from home. This actually takes you into an ad. I like this one because the guy's got his pajamas on. He's messing around on his computer. He's got a bowl of cereal in his hand, feet up on the desk, coffee cup. That's probably how most of us are sitting at home working, or this lady here sitting on her laptop with a cup of coffee. You know, these are different things that you can grab. But what I want to also show you here is the freedom to set your own hours, make your own, make extra money for you and your family. Start working from home today. Click here. All right, you can essentially take this ad right here. It's generic. It doesn't have anybody's name on it or anything like that. You right-click on it, you save it to your computer, you put it in a folder that says, you know, ZNZ banner ads or whatever, or work from home ads, and you can slap that right out there on your Facebook page or a blog post or something like that, and you can put in there, you know, we'll go over the ads, or actually we're going over the ads. So you take this information right here. If I just want, I'm going to pop down here to a sample ad. Get paid while you're playing on Facebook. All right. Broke, too much money at the end of too much month left at the end of the money. Tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Join our team working from home. Learn how you can make an extra money by copying and pasting ads online. Large companies like Disney, Netflix, DirecTV, Discover, etc. need your help. They'll pay you to help them advertise online. We will teach you how to use three simple steps to turn Facebook into an endless ATM. Make multiple payments of $80 to $100 a day, paid daily. See how one of our stay-at-home moms made $1,050 in 5 days. That's an attention getter. Stay-at-home mom, $1,050, 5 days, 80 to 100. Okay? These are things that get their attention. You could essentially just copy this thing right here. Go to your Facebook page. Lindsay, sounds like she's popping on. Let me mute you out there, girl. You can take something like the ad there, this ad, okay, and you can combine it with this work from home ad that disappeared on me. Aha, there it is. It's just very simple stuff, you know, putting those things together. Okay.
What did I miss? Can y'all
everything?
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Kind of missed everything. I'm just jumping in. I'm on screen share, Lindsay. I'm going through just a handful of training. Right now what I'm doing is I'm showing them how on you can go in on Google. Your background noise, Lindsay. Let me
Mute me out. I'll fix to hook my iPad up when I get in the van, but until then, let me hang on. I can probably mute it out. Hold on.
I got you. Okay, she's muted out. Here's what I was showing you. You can essentially take sample ad, or you can create an ad. Okay. I have I don't have one of those open, but I probably can go to my Facebook ad ideas. Okay, I've got ads after ad after ad. Lindsay, this is something that Lindsay put out there, so I copied it and I pasted it and I put it right here. Now, when I want to go back in here, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to copy Lindsay's ad word for word, but I'm going to copy and paste it, and then I'm going to go in, or I'm going to copy and paste it like on a separate page, and then I'm going to edit it. I'm going to make it in my own words. I might take the idea, something along those lines, get paid while you're on Facebook. It'd be awesome to work from home, getting paid daily, simply posting ads online for our promotions company and helping advertisers like Disney, Discover, Netflix, and hundreds of other companies gain potential customers. I'm going to grab an ad that I want here that I've already got ready to go. I mean, I've got ad after ad after ad after ad. I can sit here and copy and paste. I saw this, somebody else put this out there. I thought it was really cool, so what did I do? I copied it over here, and then I can go in here and I can edit this. I can make it say whatever I want it to say. Okay? So, you know, there's so many different things. When you see somebody else has got a generic ad or has an idea, don't copy and paste it verbatim, okay? You don't want to do the same exact thing. You want to stand out. You want to be a little bit different, but you can, you know, take ads and do that kind of stuff with it, all right? And you can take pictures that are online that are already sitting here. People have already made this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Click on this one right here. Looking for a part-time home business opportunity? Boom. Click here to learn more today. You can take these and use these in various different spots. Okay, you can use them on Pinterest. You can use them when you're putting out Craigslist ads. You can post them. Don't go posting them a bunches of them in the groups and things of that nature, because when you're putting them in a group, you just want a text ad. Okay, when you're doing like the ad I put right here, I don't ever put any attachments. I don't ever put any pictures or anything like that. It's the quickest way to get flagged by Facebook and get yourself in trouble. Now, here's what I did. All right, I have a where am I at? This is my fan page. I'll come back to that in just a minute. I wanted to show you something that I put together that coincides with this ad. Now, you also notice as I'm scrolling through my page, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, and they kicked butt today. But what this is something I shared from my my fan page. I had a picture. I do have a picture on here. Amy had come in and posted on my page. While you're looking at this kind of stuff, what you want to do is mix it up. I don't want everything on my fan page to always be about the work of the business or anything like that. This is a simple little quote by Zig Ziglar. You saw some of the personal stuff that I like. There's something about character there. Cancer. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. Amy came in, and this is where we work together as a team. Okay, she just came in and popped in on my page, said, "Hey Joe, thanks for all your daily help and support. I love waking up to payments like these." She woke up, man, had a $100 payment today. I come in here and I say, "Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Amy. You rock. Thanks for being a great team member. Yes, it is very cool to wake up to these payments. Every day can be like Christmas if you choose to make it that way." And I made a little collage here. I went online, just like I showed you. Go find some pictures here. Okay, I went on and I put in typed in Christmas picture frames because I had an idea. I had a thought. All right. So what I did is I found this really cool picture frame, and then I just went right into I'm drawing a blank. Microsoft, just a little editing program. But I typed in, what if every day could be like Christmas and you receive payments like these? And I took 4 of my payments, 115, 176, 263, and 303, and I put them in here to show proof of that. Okay. I also went in, Lisa liked one of my posts in the group, so she may be here well. And what I did is I happened to catch one of Lisa's posts, and I went in there and I took this picture, and Lisa had made a post about working from home with the company and so on and so forth. And I came in and I edified her. She may not have any kind of proof right now, so I came in and I gave her proof. Now, the reason I'm showing you that and I'm going over that is because here in the group, we have what's called a juice thread. When you make a post on your page, kind of like I did there, all right, and I went in and I said, "Hey, give me some juice." All right, now this is something that I put on Amy's, but Amy and Corey basically came in after the fact and posted on my page and my income proof. We have the proof to back you up. You don't have to worry about being new and not having any kind of a proof. We're going to do that for you, okay? So back to this is right in the threads. This is in the group. Here's the Juice Me the thread as well. But you can go right in here and you can get ideas on how to put, there's 5 different things that I was saying. I let them know you're working for a team, and a call to action. People need to be told what to do. They're always going to come back and say, "Okay, well, what do I do now?" Or "How do I start?" You got to direct them. You want to tell them what to do. Once you get establish a connection and so on and so forth. Again, here's different ideas for different, leaders, things that you can grab and put together. These are parts of the body of different things. You need to go through and do your homework, okay? Go into the file section. Go into the training site. There's sample ads right here underneath the marketing. There's a video, a 15-minute video that Lindsay spent her time doing. You've got more sample ads right here, okay? You've got all kinds. There's stuff for follow-up and communicating with leads, sample of your autoresponders, sample following up scripts, sample text scripts. There's tons and tons of stuff in the file section as well. Now, because I just touched on the Juice Me thread here, okay? Basically what you want to do is you want to post, something in the comment section here, and the team members are going to go to the last post on their Facebook wall. Keep it positive, keep it motivating, say things like, and this is Cynthia put this together. She actually, Joe Bates, you're such a great sponsor. If you're reading this post, you need to get with Joe ASAP. He'll help you become a success story. Get my point. No negativity. Everybody participates. When you create energy and excitement, and you have multiple people coming in and doing this, okay, we really started rocking this thing. We put 200 people in this group in 60 days last year, when there was a handful of us that really got on the same page and all started working together. All right. This is I tagged Lisa on this one right here. But what I also did in the day after Christmas when I put out my ad, and this is something we have fun with it. Corey just put a fun, funny picture on there. Hey, I need some juice, things like that. Lisa Marie was in there. Again, I come in. This is about cutting up and having fun while you get the job done. You need to get the word out. Okay. We just come up with a bunch of stupid little things. What I was going down here to show was my last post. There's another one that I put in there. Okay, I got blocked. I couldn't even post in the groups here. I went to Amy, and this is part of teamwork, and I said, hey, can you do me a favor? I said, here's a link. Slap that in on the juice post so that I can have some help from the team. And, this is another one right here. Forget everything. I'm going to show you how to make, multiple $20 payments for free. Right now, you can get in for free. I'm going to go ahead and go over that here in a little bit as well. But this is the whole point. Here's one of Amy's payments there today. Here's what I was talking about. All right, I went in there. I put this post in here. If I link to it, it's going to open that post up on my page. And all you got to do is, when you see somebody on your team comes in, just click on it and say, hey, man, I love working with this team. It's awesome. If you haven't made any money like that, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. If you have made money like that and you have payment proof or you have any kind of payment proof, boom, post it in there. How did you feel about it? How does it feel to be able to produce something out of nothing? This is really what you have. You know what I'm saying? You can take this program, if you're willing to work at it and go after it, you can create something out of nothing. You can start absolutely 100% free, and you can make money, start advertising with all the free stuff, and you make a few dollars, and you take that money and you reinvest it back in your business, and now you got big cash going. Now you've got a capture, system where you're an autoresponder, different little things that are going to help you leverage your time more so in making more money and getting to more people. Okay. Now,
Joe, who all is on?
Alyssa, Stacy, Laura, Lisa had liked the comment, but I don't see her. No, I got 4 girls on right now.
Okay.
But this is recorded. I'm going to leave it on here. I'm just going to run through this stuff with them.
Okay.
What did you want to jump in there? Consider you're on the road and you're limited on time.
I'm good. I'm just listening. If I can't see the chat, so you have to let me know if there's questions.
Yeah, no, it's the 4. It's actually Rhonda's here as well. Alyssa, Laura, and Stacy was here, but it's not showing that Stacy's on. Amy's usually here, but she's not either. One of the things that I posted up here earlier, I'm going to go over a couple little things because Lindsay, Paul made a comment. Lindsay put, you can get started for $6, and he came on saying, well, there's no startup fees, but how do we do this? He wasn't sure how it was done. So what I basically did is I went back and I pulled up I tagged them on Lindsay's. But I'm going to show you my post from today. This is from ZNZ1. This is from today. This is a screenshot. I even put in here, this is for everybody to use. Grab the picture. Once you've got it established with your people that they want to do this and they're ready to get started and they've signed up for ZNZ1, you can be walking them right through it, and you can show them that you can send them this picture and say, hey, listen, when you go to the offers, on the offers page, right above the page numbers, click cost and click refresh, and it'll bring all the free and low-cost offers to the first page. The offers with the red arrows are offers that people have used to get started with ZNZ1 for free. Use a combination to get 1.0 credit offer credit. I didn't tell them to do those. I gave them examples of what other people have done. You cannot tell them what offers to do or coerce them in any direction. It's just something that they're supposed to be trying out that they may or may not be interested in. They're going to check it out. They're going to try it. If they like it, they keep it. If they don't, they cancel it. However, other people have used these, so I can use that as an example, and that's the way you word it, and that's the way you teach it. And you show them. Real simple, you know, 1, 2, 3 right here. All free offers, 0.20, 0.30, 0.50, 1 credit, you're done. If that takes you more than 15 minutes, then you got ADHD like me, and you've looked at 10 other different things in the middle of doing your trials. But the moral of the story is that, you know, this is ZNZ1. You can get started absolutely 100% free, and also leaves some other free ones open for ZNZ Big Cash, which is what Lindsay showed right here. Okay, after we did training last week and I pulled that up, Lindsay went in and she goes, wow, check this out. She said, if you do these trials on Big Cash, you know, she's giving you examples of what other people are using. Okay, free score is 0.20, hydroxyzone is 0.20, you spent $2. All right, you're at 0.40, 0.15, now you're at 55. Now you're at 70, and you've spent $3. You're at 80. You spent $4, and then you have 5, 10, 15, 20. So now you've got your full credit. You spent $4 on Big Cash. On ZNZ1, my life identity is 0.30. You can do the other free one I showed you for 0.20. And what she did was smart, and I'm going to show you why. Because what she did, she said, you know, pay for a couple of the $2 for the 0.30 and 0.20 on ZNZ1 because free score and creditreport.com give you a little bit higher value over here to get your credits done. Right? Otherwise, you'd have to add in a couple of more credits. You might have to spend a couple of dollars. If you do this for completely free. Now, if you've got somebody that is hurting, doesn't have any cash whatsoever, but they have a debit card and they're willing to get started, and you need to get that started for free, then you can go through and you can do what I showed on, you know, the very first one on the picture above of how they can do those for 100% free. You get them rolling, you get them, you know, into the system, and you get them to where they can make a couple $25 payments, and you tell them, look, take one of those $25 payments, go get yourself signed up for the system, go sign up for GDI, go do your credits for ZNZ Big Cash. Now you've started for free, and you've taken money from your business, not out of your pocket, and you've gotten, you know, your second part of it set up. So, I mean, I've taken people from nothing, from not even having a debit card, to borrowing their parents' debit card to do a couple of trials, and worked them all the way up through the system. They became leaders in the group and went on to Empower Network, and, you know, I've done other things. So it really is a matter of desire and taking action. Is really what it's all about. Now, what I was alluding to when I showed you the picture, and the reason I went and found that picture of, you know, Christmas is a special day because I choose to make it that way. Why not choose to make every day a special day like Christmas? You know, how special would it be, or your life for that matter, be if you were able to make $100, $200, $300 a day right now? No joke, it's very real. We need advertising agents to work online from home with our promotions company providing an advertising service for large companies and get paid up to $100 per deal when we bring them business. You know, make multiple deals and get paid daily. I have a little training program. I've got experience. This is not something that you're going to use as you're new. You don't need to because it's already set up there for you in the ZNZ Solutions Group. Okay? You've already got all of the training and everything is already set up. You don't have to have the experience. You don't have to have your own training program or anything like that. This is what's called a call to action. Okay? I put this in there. I can only work with a limited number of people. So now there's a sense of urgency in there. This is also what I was showing you in ads. All right. I am going to be doing this, so I'm not, you know, just putting it out there to try and, you know, create something. But I'm looking for a few people that are serious and ready to take action. People that are willing to work for it. This isn't get rich quick, although you can make a lot of money fast. Class starts soon. Space is limited. Message me right away for information. So I just had a thought. I was like, you know, people make Christmas out, you know, Christmas is a special day because we make it that way. We choose to make December 25th every single year. Practically the whole world says, all right, we're going to make this a special day. There's no reason you can't choose to do that on your own every day, you know. So that's just an idea I had. I showed you a little, you know, outside the box thinking there, and that's what you can use for some ad ideas. I've showed you the getting started at the offers, the training website, how you can get started for $6. You can start ZNZ1 for free. Showing you some different ads. I'm going to show you a couple different things. This is a group a yard sale group. We should all have heard or known of things like this. Now, this is good, but at times it gets saturated. And times people start, if there's too many people and they're posting all these ads, then they kind of get tired of it and they start cracking down a little bit of it. But Lisa's was in Mary Kay, had to buy probably a certain number of volume every month. She had all this Mary Kay makeup that she wasn't able to really sell. She's got lots and lots of ladies that are members of her church that also, are in Mary Kay. And I said, hey, you got an avenue right there. You already have an in with people that are spending money for a business that they're not making any money with. Now, all you ladies are going to use makeup, and that's all fine and dandy. But the moral of the story here is that that's another idea. That's another avenue there. Yard sale, pickers, bargain sites, anything like that, all right? Another thing that the newer people are struggling with is I did actually have my Fast Track to Cash. Aha. I did have it open. I was going to breeze through this. A lot of these links have been changed. I'm going to have to go back and get the video links again. I've got a message into Dave. I spoke with him before the holiday. But we moved them all so that in case something happened with YouTube, or we could have them exclusive to where only our team members got to see this kind of stuff, we could do that. But I wanted to run through this real quick here because I kind of give a basic outline of, this was a Fast Track to Cash 1,000+ a week training blueprint. If you follow it, all right, and you learn it, you can be well on your way to making 1,000+ a week. Lindsay makes well over $1,000 a week, probably twice that. Okay, and she really works at part-time. She's sitting right now on her phone on this meeting on her way to Texas to go watch a bowl game for the weekend. You know why? Because she can. That's really what it's about, guys. It's going to be a little bit difficult in the morning. It's going to be in the beginning. It's going to be a little challenging, but if you get this and you figure this out and you stick with it and you don't quit and you make the determination that I'm going to do this no matter what it takes, because if you guys can do it, so can I. It's endless. It's limitless, but you have to be a student. You have to go after it. Okay, it's not going to come knocking on your door and say, hey, you're a really nice person. Here's 10 G's for your bank account. Don't work that way. All right. The disclaimer on this is no way a guarantee that because other people have made 1,000+ a week using these techniques that you will make $1,000 a week. However, these proven techniques will give you the best chance to achieve the goals that you want. 80% of your success comes from within. And I'm going to give a really great example. I'm not going to call anybody out or use anybody's name, but I keep hearing I can't, people won't, they're not. Let's get the reality here. We're making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people are doing trial offers. These companies are paying thousands, if actually millions of dollars for advertising. ZNZ signed over millions people just to one program alone. They've got 20 sites. We only work 2 of them. We work ZNZ1 and ZNZ Big Cash. Those are the easiest and the quickest to make money with. Don't get yourself caught up on all the other ones. If they were that great and we could make money faster with them, we would be teaching you about those programs. Why are we teaching you about these? Because this is how we know you can make $100. Bam, 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 over and over and over and over and over again. It's simple. It's copyable. You can do it. It's there's nothing special, no special skills that are needed. But 80% of your success is coming from within. I call it mindset over madness. You've got to. We encumber so many different things. If you go to my page and look, and you'll see all kinds of positive motivational things on there. And you know what? I put that out there for people to capture their interest and to get them motivated and to make them think. But 80% of the reason why I do that is because I need it for my own head. We encumber all this other crap, and we see all this stuff on Facebook, and we're dealing with our challenges and paying bills, and kids get sick, and so on and so forth. Whatever. Everybody has their issues and their challenges. You have to overcome that. You've got to put yourself in a positive state of mind. Okay, I use an analogy of the mind being a merry-go-round spinning at 100 miles an hour. If you want your mind to focus on something, then you need to write it down. You need to clarify what your goals are. Be specific. And I posted something earlier that the difference between a dream and a goal is a date. Okay, you can have a dream that you want to achieve something, and you don't put any kind of date or anything on it. It's just a dream. Eventually one day I'll do it. eventually it'll come back around to your mind. If you have a goal and you say that by January 31st, I want to make $5,000 from right now, you've got about 33, 34 days to make $10,000, and you go for it. You know what I'm saying? Now, you've put a date in there, and you've written it down. You read it in the morning. You read it during the day when you think about it. You read it at night before you go to bed. And what sticks at the front of your mind? I want to make $10,000 by January 31st. And you got to go and do the work. Okay. Also, another thing, in the beginning, you think when you get 5 or 10 different leads that, all of a sudden, you focus on those 5 or 10 leads. You don't want to not focus on them, but the point is that, this is volume. Okay. This is going through, and when you're marketing on Facebook, it's kind of like rolling the dice. You never know what numbers are going to come up. It's kind of like finding the needle in the haystack. Just like everybody here was somebody that was positive or was motivated enough, that took action, that went and got the information, that asked the questions, that did the trials. Those are the types of people that you're looking for. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 people aren't going to do crap. You can follow up with them, you can talk to them, you can make a connection, okay? But you want to go for more numbers, but you also want to, look at the quality of the conversations that you're having with them. If you just slam a bunch of people and say, hey, here's my link, here's my link, here's my link, here's my link, and you're leaving them on their own to make their own judgments and their own determinations, then your conversions are going to be low. You're going to have a low percentage of conversions. But let's say you can get 100 people, which is not hard to do. I've gone through about 15,000, maybe even 20,000 people that have responded to my ads on Facebook alone. And I got the numbers to prove it. I've got the lists of people that have opted into my systems and have asked for information and checked it all out. I've signed 1,800 people to ZNZ1 alone. Lindsay's probably right around there, maybe 2,000 or so of what she signed as well. So, people will come to you and they will check it out. But, say if you only got 2 out of 100, let's say you can talk to 100 people in a day, which is not hard to do. We're copying and pasting. You can literally spend, a couple minutes with each person, 5 or 10 if they're, asking a lot of questions or something like that. But you can talk to a lot of people, and you can get to a lot of people within one day. If 1 or 2 of them come together and out of that 100, and you make $100 or $200 on that, and you do that 5 days out of the week, you're making $500 to $1,000. Okay, you can get those numbers. You need to be looking at putting out. I put out 145 ads yesterday, and that's because I'm in about 145 groups on one profile. I have another profile that's blocked. Did I go in and cry that I'm blocked and all of that? No. I started using a different profile, or I went out on Craigslist. I went out on Twitter. I found this on Twitter. It said, got no scratch to get started. Check out Scratch Marketing. So you can find this stuff, anywhere. You can put ads out there. Facebook is not the only thing on the planet and the only way to make any kind of leads. But the moral of the story is that 80% of your success is coming from your mindset. If you're telling yourself you can't and people won't, guess what? You can't. You're not going to do it, and people aren't going to do nothing for you. If you say, you know what, I've done this, 600 and something people in our group have done this, ZNZ's found 1 million people, I need to find that 1 or 2 people that are serious today. Who's serious today to make a change in their life and wants to make money? That's what I need to do, and I need to focus on today. And you need to keep that focus, because I have a tendency to do that myself, where I'll just, randomly go through the motions because I've been doing it for a long time. But when I say, wait a minute, I need 2 people today that are going to do something because I want to make $200 or $250, $300. I need 3 people that are going to go through and do this. And I get on the horn and I start, putting out ads, and I start following up with people that have already responded. This is about keeping the people in the pipeline. You should have 20, 30, 40, 50 people a day, 100 people a day, however much you want to build it up to, that are coming in, that are inquiring about this kind of stuff. All right. But your mindset is there's a 30-30-30 challenge here. Read for 30 minutes a day, some kind of positive information. Listen to a 30-minute motivational audios, or go to YouTube and find Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Bob Proctor, Les Brown. There's millions of videos that you can go and just catch a 20-30-minute video that you can, just feed your mind something positive, dilute the negative, okay? Get rid of the stinking thinking. Do it for 30 days straight. You don't skip any days, okay? Even when you're taking a day off from the marketing, that's fine. Sit down and read a book for 30 minutes and grab a little video, because you probably have some of your, people are marketing you in your inbox, or you go to YouTube and find that out, all right? Again, where I was talking about, you must have clarity of your goals. All right, define exactly what it is that you want. Mentally envision yourself achieving them. This is where I'm talking about reading it in the morning, reading it throughout the day, reading it before you go to bed. That way your mind stays focused on it. It's not caught up in that, merry-go-round and spinning, constant thoughts going through your head. You want to look at them like they've already accomplished. Will Smith is an awesome motivational speaker, and he says, you know what, when I put my mind to something, it's already done. All I got to do is go through the motions because it's already finished. It doesn't matter what I got to do, what it's going to take. I'm going to do it until I get it completed, okay? And setting up your ZNZ, it actually should be Solutions website. This is some of my old information here. You set that up in the beginning. You should already be there with that. You want to create 4 to 5 ads that you can copy and paste online. I went over the ads, gave you some ideas. Think outside the box. Take a picture and make something out of it. I mean, that's kind of what I did with some of my other stuff, Freedom Working from Home. On my fan page, a lot of times I do stuff like that, I'm going to go over the fan page stuff on another night because they're making some changes around the 1st. It just basically means you need to put more energy and effort into your fan pages. You can't just, you need to get some more different interaction if you want them to show up in the news feeds and so on and so forth. But, I'll take something, like this. I'm going to go one more down. It says, don't be afraid to be different. It's your unique. It makes you feel special. Okay. Think outside the box. If you want to change your life, I'm just trying to think off the cuff on the top of my head, but it's your uniqueness that makes you feel special. I've drawn a little bit of a blank on this particular one here, but I would say something like, if you want to achieve different results from what everybody else is doing, then you have to be something different. Something along those lines, and you can slap your link in there. Hey, you want to work from home? Are you tired of working, doing the same old thing as everybody else is doing, working for corporate America, 9 to 5, 40 hours a week to stay broke? Dare to be different. Go after your dreams. Learn how you can work right from home, posting ads online, and get paid cash daily. Boom, put my link in there. And you can just take something and spin it just off the top of your head, kind of like I just did. I stumbled a little bit, but, I came back around. Everybody's has the 40-year plan. Go to work for 40 years, to stay broke, and maybe I get a few things. And then when you actually do get to retire, you get to do it on 2/3 of your pay. If you weren't able to survive on your pay when you were getting it over the 40-year period of time, and then you go on your retirement, and they're going to give you 2/3 of it, and you've got more time on your hands, it's just going to lead to you having to find something else. It's not going to work. It's just a failed plan. Those are the days of old. All right. Back to the fast track so I can kind of stay on a little bit of a feel here. All right. Scripts that fit your personality. There are some sample scripts in the training site. There are some sample scripts in the file section, okay, as it says right here. And then as I kind of went over with you guys a little bit when I was talking earlier about the responses in the group, I basically copy and paste this. I type their name in. First response, people will want to know what it is. You always want to end this with a question, okay? And the reason that you want to do that is because you're the one controlling the conversation, and you're the one that's taking the conversation in the direction that you want it to go in. You don't let them come firing 100 different questions at you. You want to answer their questions, and you want to address them, okay? But you also want to, control the conversation, all right? So, hey, John, pleasure to meet you. And what we do is simple. We provide an advertising service for major companies. Now, what I'll do right here, this is all stuff that's every single time I'm going to say the same exact thing. So I don't need to type any of that in there. He might say, hey, I'm a single dad. I got a little girl. I'm working, but I'm not making enough money. And be like, hey, John, I completely agree with you. I understand. I'm a father myself. And this is where you want to type all that in right in here. You want to type in their responses. This is where you're personalizing it. Okay, so you're going to take this space right here and you're going to personalize it, but you need to have some kind of a script to follow. All right, and you want to make sure that you address their comments and then you address their little questions right up in this area, and then you roll it right into, hey, what we do is simple. We provide an advertising service for major companies. I want to say, hey, what is it that I can help you accomplish? All right, Lindsay has great success with this. She says, hey, why do you want to work from home? What is it that you want to do and that I can help you achieve? Okay, and then she gets into a conversation and talks to them just like they're a new friend. And that's why she has so much success, because she's making a connection with them. Lindsay, are you still on there? Okay, no, she's gone. All right. But, that's what you basically want to do. You want to make sure that you're establishing a connection with these people and that you have a script that's ready to go. Okay. I flat out tell them right here. I said, hey, what is it that can help you accomplish? Please don't say make money. Everybody wants to make money. People with specific goals and needs go after them because they make it a necessity in their lives. That's what spawns true change. And I make them do this. And then I toyed around with this. I only had a couple things going, but one of the things that I'm tweaking is I'm not getting as much conversions as I want to get. So what I'm doing is I'm going, I put in here, hey, I'm getting ready to start my fast track to cash training program. And you can put something in there. Hey, we're getting ready to start a training program, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to work with them directly. You're going to be answering their questions and helping them out. Or think outside the box. Come up with something yourself, that you're looking for 5 people that you can work really closely with to help them get started making money right away. All right. For those that are serious about making money, they can get into the course for free. That I would normally charge $500 for, which I would. If somebody wanted me to take one-on-one and teach them, I'd charge them about 500, probably more like $1,000 to do that, and people will pay it all day long. How soon were you looking to get started making money? This is something that I just changed today, because what I'm looking at is I get a lot of people. Here's what I was normally doing. I would answer. They would tell me what they want to accomplish, and I would type in, oh, I can really appreciate that. I've been there. I've done that. I was looking for a job when I, found this thing. I stumbled into it. I was kind of skeptical. I tell my story, whatever. And then I go into, here are the first couple steps to get started on the website, and I was just throwing them right in here. And what's happening is that I'm not getting enough people. I'm telling them, go check it out, write down your questions, and come back and see me. And I'm not getting enough people for my taste, that are converting and coming back to me. So what I wanted to do is I put a second step in here that says, hey, this is sense of urgency here. I'm looking for somebody that's getting ready. How soon were you looking to get started making money? I want to know how motivated you are. Go back to, if you want to make $200 for that day, you're looking for 2 people that are serious. You might go through 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 people. Go back and follow up with the people on Facebook that sent you a message and say, hey, I just wanted to touch base. Apologize for not having been back to you for so long. I've been really, really busy. Had a great holiday. Hope you had a great holiday too. It's showtime. We're getting ready to roll into the new year. I want to hang in with a bang. How about you? What are you looking for in 2015? Are you serious about making money? How soon you want to get started? That's the kind of stuff that you want to, you want to test the water. It's called a test closing. All right. You want to see, you're ready to get started today. You could even throw that at them. That's what's called a test close. How serious are they? Well, I don't know. You want to find their objections. You want to make a connection with them, but you want to find out what their motivation is. That's why you're asking, what can I help you accomplish? Okay. Jump back over here. When you begin adding groups on Facebook, my thing is 200 minimum, preferably 500 groups, okay? Facebook will allow you to have about 300 groups on a profile. I've heard people say they allow you to have more. I have 2 profiles. If I can get 300 on each, I got 600. I told you I posted in about 145, 143 or whatever yesterday, because that's how many groups that I have. I posted 145 ads in one day. You can't post 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 ads and think that you're going to get 100 people flocking in saying, hey, you guys are awesome. I want to do this. You've got to basically put some effort into it. Okay, cool. Hey, give me a couple of seconds here. I'm going to take about a 2-minute break. I need to shoot to the restroom, and then I'll finish off with you guys real quick. Hold on 1 second. All right. Thank you for your patience. I'm back. Okay. Technical difficulties. All right. Awesome. Hey, throw any questions in here that you ladies may have. I'm going to kind of just keep running down my fast track. All right. As I was saying, you want to be relatively conservative about adding groups. You don't want to go and try and add 200 groups at one time. I'll usually go in and let's say I'm going to go here and I'm going to type in yard sale. And then I'm going to go down to more results. And then I'm going to click groups. Okay, now these are the ones that I've already joined. But point being is I could run down this page. There's one way I went. What the heck? I don't speak Spanish, but we'll see. Request there. Request to join there. So I put in 2 requests right there just on this one page. You could probably click, the next page and run them down. I'm not going to take time up on this, but you see what I'm saying. Add 4 or 5 of them, and then go and do something, find something else, come back, add another 4 or 5 groups, go do something, come back. When you're posting ads in groups, actually I've gotten away from that page. You want to make sure that you're only hitting 4 or 5 groups every 15 to 20 minutes. I make it 20 to 25 minutes. I kind of spreading it out because Facebook's getting a little bit sensitive and slapping more people about that kind of stuff and adding groups. But, as you're online, go, try and think of it as in the beginning, you want to go add, 10, 20, 30 groups over a few hour period. And then, later on when you're back online, add another 10 or 20, 30 groups, 5 or 10 every 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so, and just build it up. Okay. Like I said, you can, I probably add about 10 or so. I've probably even gone beyond that. I'm getting a little bit more conservative because Facebook seems to be a little bit more finicky. But anyways, you can add groups real quickly by doing that and posting in groups real quickly. There's documents on how to do that in the file section. You could basically just go in, and I'm going to go to my home page, and I have a bunch of different groups over here. I don't know if I can actually do, can I open this in, yeah, I can open this in a new tab. I can open this in a new tab. I'm right clicking and I'm opening a new link in a new tab, and it's going to open these groups up for me. All right, this is just what I have over here, but you can actually go into all your groups on that page, and you can just right click, open a new tab, right click, open a new tab, right click, open a new tab, and then I've got these groups over here. This is running really, really slow. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to stay there. I don't need that open. I don't need that open. ZNZ Solutions Training Group. I've been there and done that. Welcome to the training side. Okay, cool. We've been there and done that. I want to close some of these windows out so we can move a little bit faster here. But, that's how you can basically post in groups. You're going to copy and paste your ad. You've already got it set up. We went over that. I use Hootsuite. Hootsuite is not something that is a viable thing to use anymore. When I got in, it was $10 a month, unlimited, as many groups or as many posts as you wanted to make. They changed it to $10 per 50. So if you've got 1,000 groups or 500 groups or 400 groups, it's not cost effective for you. There is another program called Mass Poster. These are things, I go into Hootsuite, and it takes me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to post an ad. Actually, I will even give you a quick little example of that right here. I don't know why it opened 2 of those. Did Lindsay come back? No? Okay. Let's go over to the ads. And this one right here says attention help needed. Add me in as fast as possible. Get paid to post ads on Facebook. Only $25 to begin. I don't know why this says that. This is an old ad, but let's just say as an example here that I wanted to use something like this, and I just took this ad right here, and then I went right into Hootsuite, which is going to not load for me. Okay, great. I'm going to paste my ad in here, and then here's all my groups. So what I can essentially do is this is to my 2 Facebook profiles, and I can choose 3, 4, say I'm going to choose 5 groups, and then I've already got my ad pasted in here, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to click the clock, and right now it's 9 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. This is showing Eastern Time, but let's say I want to go at 10:25. It's p.m. and I would click schedule, and it would schedule that group. Okay, it would automatically post all of these on that group. You see how long that took me? What, 3 seconds, 4 seconds? I'm not going to do this right now because it's not an ad that I read or that I want to put out right at the moment. Get rid of that. I'm getting rid of that. So they're all taken off of there. I've done that. Boom, I click schedule. It schedules it. I come back in. You know, I paste the ad in there again. Same ad, same thing. I go back over here. I know where I stopped off right here in the A's, and I go choose another 5 or 6 groups. And I did this one at 10:25, so I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do these guys at 10:45. Boom. So now I've hit 10, 15 groups. It took me about 10, 20 seconds to go ahead and set up those up. Boom, boom, boom. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Once you start making some money, you get a couple little programs like this that allow you to maximize your time. So you're able to leverage your time. You're able to leverage the internet in order to do that kind of stuff. Okay, so those are how we basically, get. I'll spend 15 minutes and I'll hit, as many groups as I have. It'll take me 15 to 20 minutes, and I can set out 500, 600, 800,000 messages if I want. If I have the groups built up, you got to spend the time to do that. Okay, you don't need to do it all in one day. However, the faster you get there, the faster you'll be able to generate leads, get completions, and make money. All right, post your groups every 24 to 48 hours, preferably 48 hours. You want to skip a day here and there, continue to add 50 or so new groups. Following people. This is another thing. Let's go to Lawrence Tam's group here. These guys are already marketers. ZNZ may not be the greatest idea for you to do something like that with, but I'm going to go to a group of marketers here. These guys are in Empower Network. Lawrence Tam was one of the top leading guys in there for a long time. This is another method of following people, kind of the way you follow people on Twitter and they follow you back, or you follow people on Pinterest. You can do the same thing on Facebook. So now they have 11,337 members. Don Pierce is who I was talking about earlier. When I've taken these guys, they were about ready to get evicted from their apartment. They were, this is actually, I met him in person in Miami when he came down for the Empower Network. This is him with Justin Varengia with Empower Network. Okay, all right, let me show you what I was talking about. When I hold my mouse over his name, all right, I can come down here. I'm already following him, so I can click follow. You don't have to go to their profiles or nothing like that. You just click following. And I'm going to go over here to Chris Mitchell. All right, I'm already following Chris. All right, Brandy Hicks. Following Brandy. I think I'm already friends. See, I'm friends with a lot of these people. But here you get the point. They have 11,000 members. I can sit here on their list. I'm already following this guy. Let's go to Joy here. I'm following there. Joe Wynn, I think that's familiar. He's on my friends list too. Awesome. I don't know about this guy. I guess so. He's on my friends list. I'm already following him. The point being is when you hold your mouse over their name, you can see if they have the follow button enabled. All right. She's already on there. I already recognize a lot of these people. I'm wondering if it's giving me people that are already friends of mine. Yep. So already friends. Kelvin, I know. See, all these, Anka, Karen Watkins, these people are all on my friends list already. I don't know about Rose. Let's see if I can find somebody that's not. No, these people are all, they're probably showing me all my friends first. But you're going to go through here, and if it just says following here and you're not following them, click the following button like I'm unfollowing. So if I came up on Dawn here and I click follow, now she's going to get a notification that says, hey, Joe Batron is following you. And 9 times out of 10, what she's going to do is she's going to follow me back. And what that means is that when I'm posting stuff on my profile, she's seeing my stuff in her news feed. All right, and that's what this whole method is about. Go to a group, any Mary Kay, Avon. Okay, here's a perfect example. This guy, Tim, I know he's a marketer. Erica Udno is very, very big in, they got 55 mutual friends. I'm going to follow them. Okay, so now they just got, I don't have to add them as a friend. I'm just following. They got a notification, all right, that I'm following them, and odds are they'll come follow me back. They'll see my stuff in the news feed. All right, so that's kind of another method that you can use for doing stuff like that. The next method here is popular posts in Google the top 100 Facebook pages or find pages that you're interested in, and find these posts that people are liking and sharing, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 times. Slap a little something in the comments. Man, this is really awesome. I love being able to watch videos and check out this funny stuff like, Family Guy or whatever, while I'm playing around on Facebook, and I actually get paid for it. If anybody's interested in working online and learning how they can get paid by, watching videos and copying and pasting ads, doing fun things that they like to do, message me. I did that a little bit earlier on Zig Ziglar's, one of his posts earlier this afternoon. I put in, I said, hey, if you want to work from home, you got a computer, you have a home internet connection, you're in the US, UK, or Canada, message me for details. All right. This is another, these are links to videos I can't really, actually, that's a YouTube video. I think that's Cynthia's Facebook strategies. People do business with people that they like because they like and trust them. All right. There's hundreds and thousands of ads and things out there. You need to make that personal connection. You need to make a friend. They need to be able to trust you. Okay. If they're not going in and signing up and getting started for free, it's because they don't believe you, or they don't believe the program, or they don't, they're not comfortable. You got to find out what it is. Why aren't they getting started? What is it about it? What are their concerns? What can you do to help them, and provide information, all right? Now, when you want to expand your marketing, that's Facebook. Those are a few different strategies, all right? Most of you guys probably found this on Facebook. Facebook's the #2 platform in the world. However, it is tough. You know what I'm saying? Facebook's kind of cracking down on these kind of stuff, so you got to be careful. You got to take it easy. I use the tortoise and the hare, story all the time. The turtle wins. You can establish a Craigslist account. You don't want to post more than 3 ads every 24 to 48 hours on Craigslist. Once you post an ad, so if I post 3 ads today on Sunday, on Tuesday I can renew those ads. So I can click renew, and I have those same 3 ads, plus I can post 3 more. Now I've got 6 on Tuesday. So then I go on Thursday, I can renew the first 3 that I posted on Sunday. I renew the 3 that I put on Tuesday, and I can put 3 more. Now I have 9 ads. So you can see how every 2 days you're putting 3 more ads, and you're building and building and building. At the end of the month, 3 times 15, you have 45 ads that are out on Craigslist that you're renewing, and you're able to post out there in different areas that more people are going to see. Craigslist ads are more targeted, okay? These people are aggressively looking for ways to make money. When you're catching somebody on Facebook that's in a yard sale group, they're trying to sell some of their stuff around the house that they don't need, or they're trying to buy something cheap, all right? So it's kind of hit or miss. You know what I mean? They're more curious rather than serious. They're trying to make some extra cash. When you're on Craigslist and you're in the job section, you're trying to, you're trying to find work, you're trying to make money, you're hungry, you're aggressive. These are more quality, more targeted leads, more motivated people. All right, they're making phone calls, they're sending resumes, they're scheduling interviews, and they're hitting the streets to find a way to make some cash. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this. I got out of there, didn't I? I closed that with the chat window. Let me go back into the chat here real quick. That's some good ideas on basically how to get your ads together, how you get people started for free, some different ideas in your marketing, and so on and so forth. Let me get back to the page. I want to make sure nobody has any questions. We're running a little bit over an hour, and I want to kind of wrap it up. It is a Sunday night. But I do appreciate everybody that being here that is here. And do we have any questions or anything that I can help you with? All right. Okay. All right. right. Thank you very much, Lisa. I try to be as real as possible. Here's a question. Sometimes a request to join a group takes 3 to 5 days to get an approval. What can I do to speed up the process? Nothing. Go join 5 more groups. Um, it's somebody in the group has to say, yeah, you know, click OK or whatever. Also, another thing that I do is I go to my profile, and you can choose what they see on your profile there. So I don't show all of the groups. They might see that I'm interested in some things. And I think that, see what I was talking about following? I'm followed by 122 people, and that's because I've been slacking. I could have a lot more than that on their photos. You don't see how many groups I'm in. You just see different interests and things of that nature, okay? Because I went over here, if I'm not mistaken, just in books, if I click edit, I can hide that section. So I go to my page and I hide my group section, so they can't go to my profile. I also don't put where I live. So I take the city off of where I'm at. I take my hometown, everything off of there, and I know where I came from. I know where you know, the people that know me know where I'm from and know my story. All right, so I take that stuff out of there so that they don't see how many groups I'm in or anything like that. All right, they can't say, well, this guy's in 300 groups. Why should we? You know, he's just one of the marketing guys. That's awesome, Alyssa, that you have 3 people that are interested. Very, very cool. Just stay on top of them. You want to follow up with those people and say, hey, you know, I just wanted to touch base, see if you need any kind of help or anything like that. You mentioned that you were excited and ready to get started making money. How, you know, when are you ready to get started? Don't be afraid to ask somebody, because let me tell you a question. If you don't ask them, hey, did you go check everything out? You know, do you have any questions? Are you ready to get started? If you don't ask, the answer is always no. Okay, so you gotta go out there and you gotta put in the work. All right, you gotta follow up with these people. And here's what I'm saying: you can just slam numbers against the wall, and I've done it. I did it for a long time because I didn't like dealing with a lot of the crap. You know, not that I still do, but you know what? I need to make money. So it really depends on what you know. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, and I don't care what these people think. I care about people, and I want to help people. But if they don't agree or they have a negative opinion or anything like that, they're not paying my bills. They're not feeding my family. They're not providing for my life. Okay, so what people's opinion of whether they like what I do or not, whether they agree, whether they think it's a scam, I could care less. Develop thick skin. Let it bounce right off. You know what? Because I can look in the mirror every night. I can look myself in the eye, and I know exactly who I am. I know that I'm doing a bright thing. I'm helping companies. I'm helping ZNZ. I'm bringing in money. I'm helping them expand their advertising team. I'm helping you right now by teaching you guys for free on a Sunday night. I'm helping anybody that's willing to come to me and say, I want to help. I want to change my life. I want a better life for me and my family. I'll help anybody that's willing to help themselves. So get over what these people's comments are and all that. I used to let it bother me, and it pissed me off and ruined my day. And it was like, you know, why am I letting them do this to me? You know what I mean? I'm letting them control my life, and they don't even have an inkling of a part in my life, unless they choose to, or they choose to get involved with me. Okay, so you gotta look at that. Again, Lisa, you know, I hide my groups. I don't say where I live. A lot of people will blindly do that. When you're in a group, look off on the right corner. You just might see that somebody is wanting. I'll use our group for example. Okay, these people right here. There's 10 people that want to join ZNZ Solutions Group. Now we have guidelines and restrictions, but when you're in a group, and some of you may have already gotten this experience with me. If I'm in a group, I look over here on the right and I see people that are in our group or that want to get into the thing. I'll click. If I can do it, if it's an open group, I'll run through and add them to the group. Okay, so that's another way that people can help you into the group, but there's no way you can speed it up yourself other than taking your groups off of your page and maybe where you live. Yes, this is recorded. I saw that your internet went down there. Cool. Can't seem to add 5 at a time, post some ads and go back and add 5 more like you instructed. It's kind of like a mix of things. I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to add 5, Lisa. Hopefully you caught that part where I just kind of went in there and added the groups. I mean, I just put in 2 requests. I could have ran down the page and did 10, 15, 20 requests if I wanted to and kind of pushed it a little bit, which I've done. I've tried so many different things. You know, the other program is Mass Poster. I don't have it myself. I don't use it because I use Hootsuite. I'm grandfathered in for $10, And even for 9 months when I didn't do ZNZ and I had built another business to $10,000 a month, I still paid that $9 or $10 a month because I wanted to make sure that I never lost Hootsuite. Hootsuite allows you to also post on LinkedIn, Foursquare, Twitter, so on and so forth. And you can manage. I have 7 or 8 different Twitter accounts, so I can use it for that as well. Okay, Stacy has Mass Planner. So Lisa, you can get together with Stacy, and she can probably share some information with you on Mass Planner. How can I get all 300 groups, and can somebody help me with that? Laura, it's just a matter of building it up. Like I said, you don't need to do them all in one day. Add 10, 15, 20 groups. You should be able to go add 4 or 5, 10 groups and then go do something, go play around. You don't want to seem like a robot. And that's what Facebook's computer, because there's not a person there going, oh my God, look at Laura, she's added 18. If she adds 2 more, I'm going to get her. There's not a person that's looking at it saying that. It's computer algorithm that's saying, wait a minute, this person is added 10 groups in 3.5 seconds. That's a robot. That's a software program. You know what I mean? It's a bot program. So that's where the computer's going to come in and flag you. The same way with posting in groups. Facebook is a social media. They're expecting you to go through there. Okay. This is a joke. Facebook will not be accessible. Yeah, okay, sure. You know how much billions of dollars Facebook's bringing in revenue? Sure, they're going to close down. But, the same way you kind of scroll through and look at different things, is the same way you can't physically go into yourself as a person and post in that many groups at one shot. So if you're trying to post in 50 groups in 10 minutes and you're posting in another 50 groups in 10 minutes, the computer's going to go, whoa, that's not a real person. That's a robot, or that's a software program, or that's, that's not acceptable. Now you've got my attention. You've raised a red flag. When I go into Hootsuite and I post my groups, I'm even being really, really conservative because I did get blocked. I've been doing this for a long time, and I wasn't overdoing anything. They're just making changes. And you'll see me post a ton of stuff on my page. I do that for social interaction because all these people that are clicking like and commenting and all that, that is Facebook keeps a social score in the background, okay, of how many people like and comment and share and so on and so forth. So that's kind of why you want to, the behavior you want, you know what I mean? I post I just showed you when I opened up Hootsuite, I post in 5 or 10 different groups, or 4 or 5 groups, and then I schedule for 15, 20, 30 minutes down the road. In the meantime, what I do earlier in the day when I jump on, I try to post 5, 10, 15 different things that I know people are going to like and comment on and share on my page, so that I have constant interaction going on and social interaction with my profile, so that it's no big deal when I post in 5 or 6 groups, because I have a lot of different activity in a lot of different ways. They see I'm a real person, and a lot of different people are coming and liking it. So Laura, basically it's building up to those groups, and you need to have more than one profile, in my opinion. I only have 2. I've had as many as 5. The challenge with that is that when you have so many of those profiles and you're logging in and out, the biggest thing is if you do make that mistake of posting too fast, too soon, it's going to say, hey, we want you to recognize or identify pictures of people that are on your friends list, and people that are on your friends list are people that are inquiring about the business most of the time, and you may not be able to recognize their pictures. I've lost many profiles doing that. But anyways, 2 to 3 profiles so that you have some diversity. If it is true, and a lot of this stuff is speculation, or we've gotten up to 300 groups and Facebook has given us a warning saying, hey, you've got too many groups, you can't go by any more groups, or you can't add any more groups, and that's how we know that stuff is the case. Let's see, Laura, I recommend Mass Planner, finding groups, keywords, garage sales, etc. Join groups for you automatically. Yeah, that's something that is another thing. If you're going to use the auto posting programs, like I have Facebook Auto Poster as well, and it's actually what's called a macros. It's just basically, if you think of a string of commands and programs that just go in a loop and repeat over and over and over again. So it'll go in and add groups and so on and so forth. What Laura or what Stacy is alluding to is you can type in yard sale and tell that program to go find all the group of yard sales, and it'll automatically go and join them for you. You just have to take it really, really slow on something like that. But you guys can get together and explore a little bit like that. All right, somebody didn't do the offers and can't get back in to do them. If they can't get back in, they can't remember their email or they can't remember their password. There's nothing and no reason whatsoever that they ever get blocked by ZNZ. You can come back, like I said, for 9 months I was building another business, doing over $10,000 a month. I wasn't doing ZNZ. When they go to their login on that, Alyssa, have them click forgot password or whatever and have them get an email. What you have to find out in France, I'm really not sure if France is part of the UK or not. I know it's right in that area. You can even Google it and say, is France in the UK? And if it says no, then no, they cannot. What you're dealing with over there as far as people that are in the UK and Canada, the way this works, companies that are in those areas are looking for customers. Okay, ZNZ is based in the United States, so they have more companies in the United States that are looking for customers. That's why we have more offers. Now, I wish they were a little more aggressive in Canada and they were more aggressive in the UK, and they got more companies that are willing to do stuff like this, that are willing to pay for these offers. I just think that they haven't been real aggressive as far as doing that. Stacy, I see you say something about Australia. Australia is not allowed to do this. They are not in the UK, they are not in Canada, and they are not in the United States. So Australia is not a country that can do it. I wish, because Australians are actually aggressive. And gotcha. Okay, cool. Australia is not a country that can do it. I wish, because like I said, they're really aggressive in doing stuff like that. Someone didn't do the offers. No, okay, that's the same question there. Again, if they can't get back in, they're not using the same email or they're not putting in their password correctly, have them click forgot password or whatever is available when you're trying to log into ZNZ, and that's how they would find out. They cannot go back in and start a different account because it's going to flag it. ZNZ will recognize the same IP address went in and signed up for multiple accounts. There's a way to fix that. It's a pain in the butt, but it can be done. Basically, if you ever have that happen where somebody, prime example, let's say this person said screw it and they put a different email address in there and made a different account, and they went in and did all their trials, and you're like, awesome, I got a completion. You click pay me, and then they go review it and they put them on hold. And then they're going to say you're going to send them a support ticket, and they're going to go, what the heck's going on? And they're going to say there's duplicate accounts. So the way to handle that is, if it's an honest mistake or it's somebody that didn't realize what they were doing, you have them send in and say, hey, I didn't realize I couldn't log back in. Something was wrong. I created a new account. Can you merge the accounts for me under this email address here? And they'll put them together. Reason being, one account per household, and just like the rules are. So that's some way that you can deal with that situation if that comes up. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Oh, well, you're referring to Australia. No, yeah, I know. Believe me. There's a lot of groups, and what happens when you're adding groups and yard sale groups, they got yard sale groups over in the UK and England and different parts of Germany, Australia. There's a lot of different groups that have the same name as cities in the United States. So, it'll happen. Some people, I get people that make jokes when they see that we put a dollar amount in there, and they're used to euros. They don't use the American dollars. They use euros. So, or back when it was the pound, they would make comments about, oh, they must be from the U.S. They're not from over here. And the answer to the question as far as that's concerned and the money's concerned is it goes through PayPal, and whatever the exchange rate is, they're going to get paid 100 US. So if that's 175 euro, then they're going to get 175 euro. That's equal to $100 US and their commissions. All right. Anything else? All right. Awesome. I really appreciate your time, ladies. I hope you got a lot of value out of that. It is recorded for whatever you guys missed. Anybody that is on your team, new members or what have you, and you need to, they need some training or they have some questions, then you can point them to this page right here because the video will be up all week long until probably next Sunday when we do the next one. All right. Thank you very much again, ladies. You have a wonderful evening.